The U.S. on Tuesday placed a network of Russian and Iranian companies on an international blacklist for shipping oil to Syria in violation of U.S. sanctions and funneling the earnings from the scheme to Iran-backed terror proxies. Officials said the network helps fuel the Syrian war effort of President Bashar Assad while providing revenue for Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and the terror groups Hamas and Hezbollah. Placement on the list blocks any U.S. assets and prohibits American entities or citizens from dealing with the companies. Get the Times of Israel's daily edition by email and never miss our top stories. Free sign-up. U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said in announcing the names Tuesday that the 9 firms and people being added to the list are critical actors in a scheme to support Assad. Those added to the list include a Syrian national, Mohammed Amir al-Chwiki, and his Russia-based company, Global Vision Group, along with a subsidiary of the Russian Energy Ministry. Today we are acting against a complex scheme Iran and Russia have used to bolster the Assad regime and generate funds for Iranian malign activity, said Mnuchin. Central Bank of Iran officials continue to exploit the international financial system, and in this case even used a company whose name suggests a trade in humanitarian goods as a tool to facilitate financial transfers supporting this oil scheme. The U.S. Treasury said the funds generated by the oil shipments were transferred by the Assad regime to the IRGC, Hamas and Hezbollah. The Iranian regime continues to prioritize spending money on fomenting terror over supporting its own people, said Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence Sigel Mandelker. This is yet another example of the regime using the proceeds of millions of barrels of its oil to fund terrorists and the murderous Assad regime to the detriment of its own people. The main suspect named by the U.S. Treasury was said to be coordinating the money transfers directly with a senior Hezbollah official. Using the Central Bank of Syria, al-Chwiki coordinates the transfers with Hezbollah official Mohammed Qasser, who heads the Hezbollah unit responsible for facilitating the transfer of weapons, technology, and other support from Syria to Lebanon, it said. The statement did not elaborate on how the funds were sent to the Gaza-based Hamas. Today's it used Treasury action targeting the Russia-Iran oil scheme to prop up Assad and finance Hezbollah. Sanctions on the Islamic Republic's terrorist activities. Secretary Pompeo, at Sec Pompeo, in November 20, 2018.